Hi, my name is Coco with blackfilm.com, and I'm here with David and Tamela Mann, stars of the BET Plus holiday movie Soul Santa that's streaming now. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
When I tell y'all this movie just had me cracking up, I mean, the premise is so hilarious.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
David, tell us about this Soul Santa.
I play a character named Nikki, who's had some little run-ins, not only with the law, but run-ins with the mafia. Had a run-in with the mafia, and I gambled off a little bit of their money. I don't think they like that very much.
A
So,
little bit.
yeah, so I had to go on the run. And the strange thing is, the place I picked to go run and hide out is my ex-wife's house. So,
But he didn't ask me.
yeah, I snuck in.
That was
And
hilarious. Yes.
This is one of those films, one of those movies that it's one of those that the whole family can sit
Yes,
down and watch.
yes.
you know?
Absolutely. I agree. I agree.
Not only grandma and grandpa, but the kids. A lot of times there are movies that the kids like that the other parents don't like. So it's one of those feel good Christmas movies with a story, a good story.
And to me, a kid is telling you to have forgiveness, the parents to have forgiveness, to kind of start over, and that forgiveness is it's okay to give somebody a second chance.
It's
You may be the only help that person gets.
Except she had little old honey in the way trying to take her from me.
He's like, hold up.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
want
wait
to
a
say,
minute.
speaking of the whole family, I have to we need to shout out the daughter, Nevaeh.
Tiffany. Oh,
She,
yeah.
no, she played that role and she's so spunky. And that little girl
Brooke.
is a star. Like
Brooke.
yes,
She is
Brooke.
going to be a
Yes.
big star someday. I'm
She
telling
is.
you, she
She
is.
was wonderful.
And this was her first movie.
Are you serious? No,
This
no, no.
was
Yes.
her first movie.
She
And so
nailed it.
yeah.
She did. She came in knowing her stuff, and she still was a kid. She wasn't a
Mhm.
grown kid. She was still a kid, and she was just a joy to work with. She really was.
She's definitely a kid that I would like to work with again.
Right.
I mean, all the buddy scenes that you had, where you guys were dancing and everything, and how she just, trying to, she was telling y'all like it is. A lot of times, I mean, that's how children are. They just speak the truth,
And
they
the,
see
the
things
innocence
very
of it
clearly.
all. It's like
Exactly. So I'd love to
Right.
see that as well. I did want to just quickly even just shout out, Tamil. I wanted to talk about your single that came out. What Christmas
Oh, the
really
Christmas
means.
single.
You know.
Well, Christmas. Yes, I mean it was talking about love, and I was just really, really, really blessed by it, and it was something different.
yeah, because like a lot of you know Christmases are about things and stuff.
Yes,
This spoke about love.
love,
This spoke about what we need, what you need more than anything.
and it was a joy just doing it. It really was a joy. I enjoyed it, and for it to be really my first Christmas song.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like I've been singing it. Like this morning, I was singing it, like in the shower.
That's what Christmas it really means.
So hopefully it'll bring a lot of joy to people.
It does. I love to hear the both of y'all sing. I also just want to say I really love to hear. I was watching your YouTube channel and I was like, I just love that people can incorporate their family, and incorporating family without drama is like my favorite thing. I just love to
Yeah.
see that. Yeah,
We,
yeah.
we have our fair share of it too.
Yes,
So
we have it too. We have it.
Don't we all?
We,
yeah.
But so look, there's a scene in the movie because I know you also show. I saw some of your recipes too, and you showing us how to cook. As much as we try. But there was a scene in the movie.
Mama Man's Kitchen,
Yeah,
Man
my man.
TV.
Yeah. Oh yes, of course. The YouTube channel is Man TV. I'll definitely make sure that we include that. But in the movie, David, you cooked and you were cooking some healthier soul food. I want to know, do y'all really sit around eat healthy soul food?
We do well.
Y'all do? I don't do that. When I go with soul food,
You
I
me
just
say
get
you
into it.
hear me say well.
Oh, you say healthy soul food?
Yeah.
No, I mean I tried to for
Uh-uh.
him, because of him what he's working with the bodies,
Mhm,
just. But
mhm,
David stopped really eating meat, so
mm,
he's kind of incorporating some back now.
mhm.
But but we it's just
For Thanksgiving,
we just let us have it. We just
gotta do it, right?
Because I don't cook like that all the time anymore.
Mm-hmm.
For Thanksgiving,
yeah.
Scattered, smothered, and covered.
Oh, that's my favorite order at Waffle House, by the way, for my double hash. So I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. You are speaking my language. Now, when I'm on the road, I might hit Waffle House twice in the state and get my double hash scattered. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Scattered, smothered, and covered. That's
that is hilarious.
I'm like, how you know? Y'all right.
See? You've been on the road.
But speaking about food, so I mean, going back to soul food, there are internet wars on how mac and cheese is supposed to be made. So you got a school of people that think you're supposed to make a roux. Some folks are getting beat over the head with Velveeta sticks because they're saying the Velveeta blocks go in, and people say, no, you cannot do that. I just want to know, does Mama Man have any suggestions for the proper mac and cheese to get us on the right path?
Well, honestly, I think it's a preference because some people do like baked mac and cheese. I'm not a baked mac and cheese person. I don't like that. To me,
consistency
and the dryness of it. I like a creamy mac and cheese.
Okay, so you do the stovetop.
So I do a stovetop
with
Velveeta, but I have like 3 or 4 cheeses in my mac and cheese.
But this is what I've been telling people. I say a lot of the mac and cheeses that we think are the best, a lot of times they do use Velveeta because it melts. It can melt really easy. And and it helps with the cream. Of course, you don't just use Velveeta; you use your different cheeses, and you have your secret way. Right. But I've been telling people that all the time, like, y'all coming for the Velveeta gang, and it's like, it's a lot of those classic recipes include Velveeta. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong.
Yes, it does. It's right. But I have put it in the oven. I'll make it creamy, and I'll put it in the oven for a few minutes because, especially like the holidays, I make it pretty, put the cheese on top.
Yes.
When I'm doing it for them, like if I'm cooking like a Sunday dinner, I don't always put the extra cheese on the top like that.
Okay. See, so you're not going to like my mac and cheese because I prefer baked, and I prefer it in the cast iron pan, and I like to put that shredded on top to get that sort of burn. So y'all would not, y'all be like, no, thank you.
and I've tried it, but it's just, it comes out a little dry for me.
It feels like, that feels more like a casserole.
And a cottage cheese, it's like cottage cheese, but it's, to each his own.
Look at his face. He's like, oh Lord, the casserole.
Because some people prefer, you have some people that I like dressing. Some people like stuffing. So there are things that people do differently, and too, depending on where you were raised up at, and what area you grew up in. So it's just different strokes. Like people up north really don't do chitlins, but people down south do.
I mean, I've never had chitlins. I've never even had pork. I just wasn't raised on it.
Really?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you really what real bacon tastes like. It's some strange stuff with me. People be like, you never had real bacon. I just never had it.
I probably didn't know what it tastes like now. It's been so long.
I know a lot of people gave it up. Yeah, a lot of people gave it up. I'm just like, I didn't have it to miss it, to have to crave it, because a lot of people I know kind of fall off the bacon wagon.
Right. No. But when he cooked for us in the movie, it was so funny. And that baby was looking at like,
so
do I eat this?
What you don't know, doing behind the scenes, the kid, she was like, this looks terrible. But doing the movie, of course, she has to act like, okay, this is great.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. So where are you guys on your? Can you talk about where you're on your way to now? Because they're literally on the road, and they did me the favor and the grace of taking time out to do an interview on their bus. It's so nice.
We're headed to San Antonio, Texas. We're doing a stage play this weekend called The King.
Okay.
In San Antonio this weekend. So if you live here in Texas somewhere or close to San Antonio, Selma, Texas, that's where we're gonna be. It's a 7:30 show at the
real life amphitheater.
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm playing Santa and she's playing the spirit.
I'm playing the spirit.
Oh,
I'm guiding the young lady. It's like a twist of
The Wiz meets Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys work so hard and you're so consistent. I think people should know that, it's hard work pays off. We don't know many people. I mean, or at least I shouldn't say that. I don't know many people that put in that type of work or grind as hard as you guys do, but you're constantly just working on something. I don't even have the capacity to do that. I mean, I just don't have it in me, you know, and what drives you guys to be so dedicated and just have so much purpose and just keep on like this?
At this stage in our career, one of the great things about have worked so hard in the past is that now you can pick and choose what you want to and when you want to.
Right.
Nice. Yes, true.
Before, earlier on, you would just like, I gotta go. I have to go. Now it's like, no, yes, no.
He's still grinding. Like he was like, we gotta do this now. We gotta do this.
Oh my goodness.
But it is, you know, the new album, Overcomer. I'm just encouraging everyone to check it out, download it, stream it, teach mama and grandma and papa and them how to do the download, because a lot of times, a lot of my followers don't know how to. So, and it's like,
because we old
and physical copies are not as many as it used to be.
Let me tell you something funny. We did an Instagram live the other night, and you know how you're supposed to take the Instagram live and put it up on your
yes, yeah.
I deleted it accidentally.
You deleted it, but you know what? No, you guys have so many followers. I'm pretty sure if you just kind of put a little story, say, hey, does anybody want to give us back our lives? Somebody recorded it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just ask. You know, people. Yeah, somebody recorded it. They always do.
Okay.
Wow, that's a good one. Thank you.
So I'm just saying. So I know you guys are headed to the play right now in Texas, but what else is next for you?
Well, I'm just still looking for doing a tour, trying to set up doing a tour for Overcomer, the album, and my new single now. I'm really excited about it. It's called He Did It For Me. And we're about to drop the video here in a couple days now. Yeah. But I'm so excited because it's such a personal song for me, and I just want everybody to put themselves in a personal place, how God has really done it for us. A lot of us may be in a bad place, but just think about the times that He's brought you through, that God has did it for us. And it's a
really good single. She did it live. We did the video live. We were going to do a concept video, but we decided to do it live. And
I was trying to be pretty like the record, but you know, I got a little more grit to it. You know, but
I love everything about you guys. I think that you have something very special, you know.
Well,
and it's nice. It's nice to see you celebrate, and it's nice to see y'all just take over the world.
Oh, thank you. That's our saying too.
Oh, that's awesome.
All at a time, we try to take over the world. Just
listen, I was like, I knew once y'all knew about my scattered, covered, and smothered. I said they gonna forever be my people.
yes, but we really tried to just be encouragement.
Be
encouragement to all people, because we all need some encouragement sometimes. And you know, and our desire is to try to be the best examples that we can. We're not going to always do everything right, and you know, maybe by the book, but we try to stay as close to the book as we can, to just, you know, even from our family, our kids, and just to people, because a lot of us we didn't come from a 2-parent home,
right?
So we're just really trying to be a good example in that area. But even if you don't have a 2-parent home, there's no excuse that you can't make it.
Yeah, I think what's great about that is a lot of times when you see the most positive people, the most inspirational people, their stories, like you said, it's not always the sort of 2-parent home or this particular thing, or we grew up rich or whatever. And to find that people that might have struggled a little bit earlier in life can still remain positive. I mean, why would I not want to persevere if I could hear that from someone that, that was able to get through some ups and downs?
We definitely grew up poor. We grew up poor.
Poor. You didn't have pork. I was like, girl.
we grew up super poor. We even had, like, our roaches starved to death.
Wait a minute. Salt Joe was our bacon sometimes.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, guys. I did not grow up poor, right? But I'm East African. So a lot of times I'm East African. Yes, my parents are Tanzanian. My mother actually is originally, her family's from Rwanda, but that's Rwanda, Tanzania. Yeah. Wow. So what happens when you grow up in an African household is you're not poor necessarily. It's just you don't get the things that you want. You get the absolute basic needs.
Yeah.
So I know I didn't have.
What do you mean you need computer?
No,
Get pen,
exactly.
get
Like,
paper.
no, we got one computer. We got 17 house guests. We gonna figure out who needs what assignment is. So it's stuff
Wow.
like what stuff.
That's
No,
right.
no, literally, like people will come into the country like, hey, and you'd be like, I don't even. This is my cousin. I don't even know you. Like, okay.
Trust me, I grew up in the African culture. I know how
Yeah,
it is.
I know. People tell me that out there. Like, that's actually pretty familiar and relatable.
Yeah.
So,
What do you mean you need computer? It's paper, pen, use your brain.
right.
Use your brain.
And they'll be like, Jordans, wait a minute, you don't need that. Or, this particular, no, use the shoes that so-and-so had last year because now they fit you.
They say they are Jordans and these are Jadens.
No concept of like those kinds of things. And it was just hilarious. Like looking back, I think it really humbled me because I'm such a frugal and I'm just not a materialistic person. But I'm saying that now, folks that say that, but then like they come into a little bit of money. So, I'm like one day, 5 years from now, y'all gonna see me in a big old fur, looking like Liberace or something, diamonds.
But there's nothing wrong with wanting to have nice things.
Exactly. There's nothing. I never.
I don't like you just saying. We don't forget our upbringing and how the people went through to help us be where we are.
Yes.
But I do want to strive to do better. Like I pray and I tell God all the time, and He knows. I say, Lord, I've been poor, and I tell people I've been poor. I don't want to go back.
Right. I
don't want to go back to that. So it's like that's why we do work hard. That's why we try to be a great steward, a good steward over our finances, because there were times growing up young that we didn't make the right choices. But time also, I just want to encourage people not to allow fear to overtake you.
Right.
That's
good. The thing I'm talking about overcoming is fear, because it's like we were afraid to put up $50 a month in our early ages of being married. But now we put back something every month. Whether if you go ahead and put it up, you're not gonna miss it.
Right.
Especially when you do it automatically. That way you don't feel it. Yeah. Well, I would like to thank you guys again so much for this inspirational talk. Y'all was just minding your business, and I just decided to knock on the door. But thank you. Like, hey, it's the man's. But my name is blackfilm.com. I'm speaking to the fabulous inspirational couple here, David and Tamela Mann. They have a beautiful family. You need to follow them on YouTube as well, Man TV. I will have all their socials on here, so don't worry about it. You're gonna keep up, and make sure that you guys watch Soul Santa. It is so funny, like hilarious and it's a feel good. And like David said, like David said earlier, it is for the family. You can watch it. Just everybody can sit around and just have a good laugh. And it's part of the BET Plus holiday series, Holidays and Chill.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me. And you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy all this grinding. I'm about to go back to sleep. I don't got it in me. This is my work for the day. Thank you so much. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you. If you want to see more content like this on blackfilm.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell.